And welcome back to AgriTalk as we wrap up our coverage here in Boca Raton, Florida, the Ag Retailers Conference. Here on the first part of the program today, we're going to learn a little bit about Manna Crop Protection. Now, Manna Crop Protection is the North American division of Moktashi Magan. That's a leading manufacturer and distributor worldwide of crop protection solutions. And you may not realize they're ranked number 6 in the global agrochemical sector. 92 active ingredients globally, 1,200 formulations and co-formulations sold worldwide, 4,000 registrations in 120 countries. And joining me here in Florida is Tim Book, Area Business Leader for Manna Crop Protection. Tim, thanks a lot for joining us. Hopefully we can learn a little bit more about Manna Crop Protection. So if you would kind of give us some insight into the company.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for having us, Mike. I really appreciate it. Manna Crop Protection has been is a world leader in crop protection products. We've been doing business for over 6 decades, and our goal and vision for the future is to help our supportive partners, dealers, distributors, and help the growers produce food, fuel, and fiber for an ever-changing population.
Which is a challenge, not only an ever-changing population, but an ever-growing population.
It really is exciting. With this year, the planet now surpassing 7 billion people, and the estimates are that in the 20 to 30 years, it'll be up to 9 billion people. That will put a tremendous strain and pressure on what the grower is going to need to do to provide that food for all those mouths to feed.
Been a lot of talk about that here at this conference. Well, we understand and realize that Manna Crop Protection taking a more aggressive stance in your market position to be a leader in this country. Tell us about that ongoing effort.
Well, just this past October, Mike, very exciting news. We completed our merger with ChemChina, which is going to enable us to have additional resources for R&D. An additional 200 PhD scientists are going to now be on board to help us research active ingredients to help solve some of the problems that the farmer is facing out there. In addition to that, it expands our global manufacturing footprint, which will help us to be a more reliable supplier to the marketplace. Consequently, it will give folks confidence in the products that when they purchase them from their local dealer, that what's in the jug is going to pour out nicely, is going to mix very well, and give the result that the grower is looking for, obviously, whether that be weed control or insect control or controlling diseases.
You talk about confidence, and I think sometimes when a farmer, say in the Midwest, hears about, okay, this is a global company, am I sure that it's, I'm more used to thinking more locally rather than globally. How do you assure them that they should have confidence in your product?
Sure. From a local perspective, we are constantly growing. We've added an additional 5 people just in the last 6 months. We are a phone call away, which we can be contacted through our website and so forth. Additionally to that, we work very closely with dealers in their area and or the distributors who supply those dealers. So from a confidence standpoint, we do provide service to our customers, and we're not just a transactional company. We actually do support our products in the field and want to stand and will stand behind them. It's really exciting.
Now, you've launched a new corn herbicide called Parallel Plus. Tell us about that.
Well, Parallel Plus is an exciting new product for us heading into 2012. For those growers out there who are going to be planting corn or grain sorghum, it's an excellent choice for controlling grasses and small-seeded broadleaves. Now, Mike, when I say small-seeded broadleaves, that includes water hemp, pigweeds, also those pesky glyphosate-tolerant pigweeds and water hemp as well. It's a tremendous foundation product in front of conventional corn, Liberty Link corn, or your Roundup Ready varieties as well.
So new in 2012 will be available throughout the Midwest?
Absolutely will be available in 2012. We had a small launch in 2011. making sure that it would be very compatible with fertilizers and mix well. Also, that the performance would be, exactly what we expected it to be. And the new formulation allows the grower and the dealer to have less uh, mixing, less preparation in the spring. It just stays in suspension better. And for any growers that ever had to clean out their tips in the heat of the battle, it's a job they don't want to do. And if they choose Parallel Plus, that risk of having plugged tips has been greatly reduced.
We're learning more about Manna Crop Protection with Tim Book, Area Business Leader for Manna Crop Protection here at the ARA Conference in Boca Raton, Florida. We'll take a break, come back and learn more about Manna Crop Protection. Also coming up, remember the Retailer of the Year and the Cooperator of the Year. We'll hear from both of them later on in the program. Stay with us. This is AgriTalk. Welcome back to AgriTalk in Boca Raton, Florida at the Ag Retailers Conference. We're learning more about Manna Crop Protection from Tim Book, Area Business Leader for Manna Crop Protection. A lot of the talk here, Tim, has been about sustainability, stewardship. These are key topics, of course, for not only ag retailers, but for all of agriculture. And I know that Manna Crop Protection is really committed to delivering crop protection inputs, demonstrating the advantages as well of stewardship and environmental safeguards and improved handling and safety of your products, right?
No question, Mike. And we're really excited about in 2012, we will have 8 new formulations that we're bringing to the marketplace. And the advantages of these new formulations, for example, would be less odor, easier handling, equal to or better performance than what was currently in the marketplace, equal to or better fertilizer compatibility. It's going to greatly reduce the volatilization of a number of products of those 8 that I'm talking about. So it's really just a win-win for the grower as well as his neighbors, those folks that live in town.
We talked about a new corn product. Let's talk about a fungicide specific to soybeans for Manna Crop Protection, as well soybeans and dry beans, called Incognito. You launched this last year, right?
That's correct, Mike. 2011 was our introductory year for Incognito. It is very good at controlling white mold, as well as a number of other diseases such as rust, powdery mildew, brown stem. The key about white mold is it's a different mode of action. There has been some resistance to some fungicides that have been identified in Indiana as well as in Missouri, and growers were encouraging to take a proactive approach and look at some alternatives out there that can help address the white mold issue, but yet different mode of action that will help ultimately increase their bean yields for 2012.
These diseases are a challenge, certainly, and as we look ahead to 2012, what are some things growers should keep in mind?
Well, in 2011, just to recap, it ended up being a little bit hotter and a little bit drier, and so some of the disease pressure that we normally would see in soybeans didn't occur. Now, 2012, it's anybody's guess what kind of weather we're going to have, but if we get those a little bit cooler, a little bit more moisture, a little damper growing season, it's an excellent time and now in the winter to consider putting into your plan to put that preventative product out there, plan with your dealer to plan to get that application made. White mold is very difficult to control. Very few products are actually labeled for the effective control or suppression of white mold. So it's a new tool in the toolbox that growers can look to help them increase their yields.
Yeah, every year is a new year as far as you don't know what challenges are going to be out there. You know you're going to have those challenges. You plan as best you can to be ready for whatever might come.
Yeah, absolutely. It's every day that I go to work, I'm just impressed with the many hats that the grower has to wear and the challenges that he faces. And hopefully with over 60 different products in our portfolio, we will be able to help advise and make some recommendations that can help them be sustainable, be profitable, and make their 2012 and beyond successful and efficient.
So hopefully those listening know a little bit more now about Manna Crop Protection, but where can they go to get more information?
Well, we invite folks listening today to go to www.manainc.com, manainc.com, to review our portfolio or to locate a Mana crop protection sales professional. Or please give us a call at 866 406 6262. Again, 866 406 6262.
Great, Tim. Good to see you.
Thank you, Mike. Have a great rest of the show.
Appreciate it. That's Tim Book, area business leader for Mana Crop Protection, joining us here in Boca Raton, Florida at the Ag Retailers Conference. All right, we'll take our break. When we come back, we'll be talking with the ARA Retailer of the Year. He's from Woodland, California. And then later in the program, we'll talk with the AGCO Operator of the Year. Still to come. Stay with us. It's halftime on Ag Raton.